Donald Trump never shies away from a fight, from NATO to China, from trade partners to his own party men, and more recently his first buddy Elon Musk. Trump takes on everyone. His latest target is California, a state ruled by the opposition Democratic Party, a state that has witnessed violence and protest over immigration. As we just told you, it happened in Los Angeles. Trump wants to crush the protest and liberate Los Angeles. That's how he put it, liberating LA. And for this, he decided to use the U.S. military.
Well, we're going to have troops everywhere. We're not going to let this happen to our country. We're not going to let our country be torn apart like it was under fight at this photo pen.
Trump did not waste any time. He signed off on a presidential order and sent 2,000 troops to Los Angeles. It's the most populous city in the state of California, led by a Democrat called Gavin Newsom. And Newsom was quite clear. He did not want troops to be deployed. He said there was no emergency and that the state could handle the protest. But Trump was not convinced, and he took an extreme step. You see, troop deployments within the country are rare, and troop deployments without the state's consent are extremely rare. But Trump's decision fits an old pattern because he has targeted California before. In the past, he criticized the state's climate policies. He cut funding to the state and he repeatedly mocked their leadership. On many occasions, Trump has called Newsom names. And now Gavin Newsom is fighting back, calling Trump a dictator and blaming him for the violence. Meanwhile, on the streets of LA, lawmakers are clashing with troops.
What are you going to do? You going to shoot some kid who's afraid of you and run? You going to shoot an elected official? If you shoot me, you better shoot straight. I don't know why you're in my city. You did. The governor was not contacted. This is Trump and his outrageous attempt to not only target our sanctuary city, but to frighten us and intimidate us.
That was a Californian lawmaker. This battle has reached the courts. California is suing the U.S. President Donald Trump. The state is challenging the legality of the troop deployment. So this is headed towards a full-blown constitutional showdown. This is no longer just about restoring order. It's about who gets to define that order. The United States is built on a balance, you see, between state governments and Washington. In the U.S. system, states enjoy significant autonomy. But when a president overrides a governor, that balance is lost, and the consequences can be serious. Also, California is not just any other state. It's a political powerhouse. It has the largest number of electoral votes. It is also an economic engine for the United States. California's GDP is more than $4 trillion, $4 trillion for one state. That's bigger than many nation states. It's bigger than Japan, the United Kingdom, France, Italy, Canada, among others. California is also a global hub for a range of industries, from technology to entertainment, from innovation to investment. The Silicon Valley is based here, so is Hollywood. These industries, like all industries, need policy stability. They need it to survive and thrive. But Donald Trump's actions have sown chaos. In fact, chaos has become a defining feature of his presidency, bit by bit. Trump is chipping away at American institutions. He has threatened trade partners. He has attacked the U.S. Federal Reserve. He has targeted universities like Harvard, and now he's going after an entire state. Investors are taking note. Some foreign funds have put a new condition. They're demanding a risk premium before putting money into U.S. assets. Why? Because they fear political interference. They fear that their investment can be confiscated or penalized. And neighbors like Mexico have also expressed concern.
We disagree with this approach to addressing the migration phenomenon. We won't address the migration phenomenon with raids or violence. We will address it by sitting down and working on comprehensive immigration reform that considers all Mexicans across the border. That is our position, and it always calls for peace and nonviolence.
Yet Donald Trump remains unmoved. He frames these fights as reform, as a crusade against what he calls a broken system. In fact, his battle with California is just the latest front. This is a test case. What is happening in Los Angeles today could happen in any other American state tomorrow, and the consequences will be felt beyond America's borders. Because at the end of the day, this is not just about immigration, this is about power. and Trump doesn't want to share it.
Firstpost now available in 9 languages on YouTube. English,
Stands at $36 trillion.
French,
Le FMI, comme
German,
Geschäftsführenden Direktor
Hindi,
$30 trillion ka karjo.
Indonesian,
Pemerintah tanpa pemeriksaan.
Italian,
Sekali radikali.
Japanese,
4兆ドル以上も
Portuguese,
por causa do próprio balanço patrimonial.
Spanish.
Beautiful bill.
Go to Settings, click on Audio Track and select the language of your choice. Be the first to know what's happening around you in your first language. Firstpost.